Sugar daddy. I don't know, dude, but there's loads of epic sax guy in the chat. I don't even know what that's about. Yeah. Someone says you're fucking Matt Damon. You know that, right?
Matt Damon!
No, you're fucking Matt Damon. Is this true?
He's watching it right now through your windows.
Okay. I'm new to the internet, so I'm not sure if people lie or tell the truth. Yeah.
Everything.
So.
Yeah, and I am overrated. What, has the game started yet? Bad.
I would say that's a no, that it started.
Yep.
But,
Fail.
Okay. Hey, can I ask your community a favor?
Yeah.
I'm just abusing you. It's not the same as helping.
Yeah.
I just come on here and but like, I want to ask a favor, right? Because basically, I tried uploading the glhf.gg VODs to YouTube, yeah, and it was like, no, your VODs are too awesome, too long, and whatever else. And so they said you can't have them, and I can't go back and cut all my VODs in half because I follow the religion of lazy. So the other way I can get the VODs on YouTube is if people subscribe to my channel and I like go, hey, to YouTube, like, look at my channel, it's awesome, I've got loads of subscribers. So basically, I want to ask if your guys could subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is called 2GD TV, alright? I've actually just done a StarCraft 2 tutorial guide, which is a game I don't even fucking play. The only thing I do in StarCraft 2 is tower defense, right? And the reason I did it is because I'm going to help Apollo do StarCraft 2 guides to get into the StarCraft 2 community. And then as soon as I get all these StarCraft 2 guys in, I'll be like, play BLC, motherfuckers! And then I'll be like, ha ha ha, you fell for it. And so I'm attacking the StarCraft 2 community through guides using Apollo. So if you can subscribe to 2gd.tv, I can upload the BLC stuff, and the StarCraft 2 community will find our game, and then our game will get bigger, and then I'll keep spreading love through many different ways. It's an awesome plan. I was drunk when I came up with it, but
I guess. Are you right now? Holy cow, man!
No, I'm not drunk now.
Yeah. Free Hardy.
No bueno. No bueno. Cass, apparently nobody can hear us on the stream. What's up with that?
Oh, you couldn't hear me.
That's what Rex just told me.
I muted my mic.
I think it just crashed.
Oh, I muted my mic. No. I muted my mic on the stream, but not on Skype. Because I was trying to be fancy with, I have to have different hotkeys, and I didn't press them correctly or something like that. So my mic was completely muted while I was talking to everybody on Skype.
Yay!
So, yep, to recap...
So I do, no one noticed.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
To recap everything that happened, they're going to forfeit, and I'm going to actually leave this game right now, because this is a waste of time. So we're going to go on to the next match, and, yep, Forecourt and Taz, fill me in, along with James, you know. Wait, hold on. James, do you have any more? I mean, other than your good luck, have fun at GG on Tuesdays, do you have any other like tournaments planned or like that are going to be like sponsored by other gaming clubs that you know of?
Yeah, we have an American tournament sponsor coming in to start in April. There is prize money. It's not announced. It's actually quite a lot of prize money. And when they come in, it will actually be for Europeans and Americans. And I'm helping them with the format. So there's going to be more tournaments rolling out, but nothing to do with me. But of course, we've got the DreamHack qualifiers this month coming up. The first one will be at the end of the month for the 10K US dollars. There's going to be 3 qualifiers. And there will be an announcement this week who's going to host them, how you're going to participate, how you're going to qualify, and what you get when you qualify. Because obviously, if you get to go to DreamHack, you're going to get entry, you're going to get access to tournament PCs and all this other stuff. So, and actually qualifying for DreamHack is going to be the biggest thing right now for teams. Just because if you qualify for DreamHack, there's a sponsor out there that has a reason to pick you up because they know you're going to be on stage at DreamHack. You potentially could be at the finals in front of 1,000 people in a cinema room playing Bloodline Champions, and you'll get on national Swedish TV if you're in the finals. So if you're looking to go pro, try and get into these DreamHack qualifiers, and a great way to prep for them is, of course, playing in BL Gaming. So, hopefully we see some great competition, and this will be at the end of this month for the first one. And we'll be announcing the DreamHack qualifier during next week.
Awesome. So, yeah, we got the qualifiers coming up, and, nice shameless plug-in for us here at BL Gaming. And I'm going to give you a shout-out at the glhf.gg. That is Mr. Harding's private tournament site for Bloodline Champions. He takes the top 8 in the ladder and makes them duke it out. He does have, kind of qualifiers, and you gain points every week. And then at the end of the month, you have the grand final tournament, and he gives away some prize money. So, it's always good to battle up in the ladder. And those tournaments, here at BL Gaming, it takes a little while before we whittle down to the top teams. He takes the top 8 in the ladder. So those guys are no joke. You're going to see SK Gaming. You're going to see Triple Brofist. You're going to see N7 Esports, Die Fish Die. So DEF CON. All of these guys that we've been watching today. DEF CON hasn't made an appearance today for some reason, but all those guys are there, and they will be playing in, James's 2GG's tournament on Tuesdays. And that's at 2 p.m. Eastern? Is that right? 8
How am I going to know the American time?
8 p.m.
But yeah, it's
2 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. CET.
7
And the idea is that offer another tournament throughout the week that people can play in, quick 2 hours, in and out. The best teams that want to play from the ladder who qualify can play. And then, of course, it's extra tournaments, extra content, extra promotion for Bloodline Champions, and then, of course, your weekend tournaments you've got them covered with BL Gaming, where everyone can have a pop at the professionals like SK Gaming. So it's just a little extra.
Nice. Yeah, it's a little extra, cash in the pocket, for those top teams, and that's really helping develop this game. Even though we have on average 2.5K online most times. We're having cash tournaments already being officially recognized at DreamHack, and this game is going places. So get in while it's hot. If you have friends that want to get into, more serious gaming instead of just walking around and killing centaurs out in the middle of a field, World of Warcraft, then, tell them to play this game. This is true gaming right here. There's no luck. There's no crit chance, no mana. Everything's based off of cooldowns. And get your mouse cursor, play Osu, shameless plug in for Osu, because everything is dependent on what you do. There is absolutely nothing you can blame this game on. There might be some balance, but this game is very solidly balanced. And as you can see right here, Nomad and Psychopomp aren't on the top teams. That's showing that this game is balanced enough to where, hey, look, it is competitive at all levels. You just have to play with the team, both individually. You have to improve your individual skill to a point, so all your Bloodline's abilities, their range, their timings, the combos, and then you have to play as a team, which is the hardest part, because not only do you have to know all of your abilities, then you have to know all of your allies' abilities and when they're going to use them. So this game is dynamically deep.
And I actually think there's a lot of players out there that could be professional, but they haven't found a team to be professional in, because obviously, it's hard to kind of prove yourself on a solo basis. So hopefully the new tournament system coming out, and we are going to be looking into a looking for group system, which hopefully will allow you to find people that want to do similar things in games. So you might even be able to list like, hey, I'm from Netherlands, I want to go pro, and I play these 3 classes, and you might be able to list yourself, and then someone could be like, hey, we want a Dutch player who plays this class and wants to go professional, so they could, like message you in game. So we're looking on ways also to help people connect, so that more people can come together and actually compete in tournaments, because I think that's a problem right now that we need a solution for.
Yep. All right, so here we go. We're going to get this next one underway. Forecourt, why don't you take this, because I've been taking the others.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so we do have In7 Esports taking on Ham No Idea. This will be the second game, so the second of the semifinals. So this is the first round right now. Appa, he's going to jump right in here with some help of Leadface, throwing around all those boomerangs, but Return somehow got into the middle of the game. Middle of the map. He's obviously in the game, but Zab and Pandra just laying down damage onto him. Appa, however, he is that big tanky class. He has a lot of hit points. They don't really want to go on him too much. Pandram does get that tornado, and right now does not look like he wants to go on to Return. That's likely what I probably would have done, but Leadface is going to be throwing down. Zab taking a lot of damage. He is Gunner. He's not going to be going that Ranid, so we're not going to see that double Ranid combo that we've seen before. But right now, Pandra doing good stuff right on to Return, and Return might be able to throw out his Alchemist goo. It does it, but no, Pandra just jumps away, does not land in any of that, but right now he's going to Return. Appa and Leadface trying to keep pressure off Return. Return has to just do a lot of self-healing right now, but Zab is also really, really hurt and get the incapacitate to the Sluggish. And a good combo there, but unfortunately it's just not going to be enough to take him down. Peta is looking very healthy right now. Has full energy, but he is the Herald of Insight. We don't really see as many ultimates coming out of them, but no, he did throw out that ultimate. 100% energy, and it just gets whiffed, and as a result, Zab goes down to all the big pressure. In the middle of the goo is going to be Peta, and just bad news here for the Cold team, as Pandram now has to go 1 versus 3. He's doing a good job, jumping in and out. The mobility of the Ranid class is just not going to be enough, unfortunately. 790 damage from Pandram. It just wasn't enough.
Yeah, in 11.0 TPS, really hate to see that. Zab going on the Gunner instead of the Glutton, so he's deciding, maybe it's not the best decision against, Appa playing the Guardian. Like, the more health you have, or the less health you have, it's a percentage base. So as a tank, Appa would do very good against Glutton, because he has more health, and the less he has, the more damage M1 is going to do when it has the cleave stacks up. Sorry, hard to explain that. But here we go. Pandam's just going to be jumping out. He does have that debuff, and Appa is just going to chase relentlessly. Going to come back out and say, hey, I got Zab, no problem. Good, X-Strike off of that Chains of Zex, allowing for that great CC to come out. Good damage following suit as well. Leadface going to go in. Zab in a very hard spot right now. Chains of Zex into X-Strike. He might not be able to even get his rocket launcher off. He's taking so much pressure. He spam uses it, gets it a little bit onto Leadface. Not that many hits. Appa looking in a good place maybe to get a double Cyclonic Charge, but can he be killed in the meantime? Yes, he does, as the Herald ult comes out that just incapacitates him just enough, so they can't do much. In the meantime, Zab does go down, so it's a 2-2 situation. Good job by Return to get that deadly injection off. And, right now, Leadface playing the Nomad. Return on the Alchemist versus a Herald and a Ranid. We'll have to see how this one goes. I'm going to give it in favor maybe to the Warm team, just because Nomad has such great mobility and Alchemist is very hard to kill in twos. But, anything can happen, as look at that right there. Pandram taking him out. Good double Venom Lunge, followed up by a camouflage to M1, which stuns. And that is just going to be the end days for them. So, you know what? I was wrong. I gave it to the Warm team, but good combo right there. Leadface got a little bit out of position, and it's going to be 1-1 in the rounds, Forecourt.
Based upon the last round, with Pandram just doing so much damage, he did more this time. I was very surprised you gave it to the Warm team for their advantage, because it was Pandram left up against a very kind of weak Leadface and Return, and Return, he might have all of those disables in his goo, but he doesn't really have that much in terms of damage output. So very happy to see Pandrim take that, tied up 1-1. And right now, Pandrim is the leading force in damage. He just does so much right now, and he's taking so little because of just all the different mobility factors he can bring to the table. So he's going to be jumping around here. He threw down some damage onto Return, then onto Appa, and right now he's just trying to do a little bit of a fending off at this point. They are kind of splitting the map in half, about 50-50 right now. Return trying to stay in the back, Peta staying in the back as well, but we are going to have Appa go onto, gets feared away. Good use of timing right there of that. Peta has 100% energy again, not sure what he wants to do with it, but he has to get out of that goo right now because no, Zap goes down when Peta's busy with the goo, and that's going to leave Pandrim who charges really far away because he did miss that. Has to come back here, might be able to get Appa here as Return is trying to desperately to get some health points onto him. Pandrim going to be jumping over to Leadface. It's not going to really be enough. We still have 100% energy here on Peta. Still unsure as if she's just waiting for something to do. Uses an EX there, but that landed the kill there on Appa, which is very good stuff. Unfortunately, with the tornado, with that tornado, as we did say, a big CC in this game, it allowed us to get the kills here for the Worm team.
Yeah, and one thing that I noticed through that game is Return hit some great sleeps, which set up for Nomad to do perfect X strikes, and Appa, got that cleave. It was like sleep to X strike to Appa charging in, and he got that cleave off with his M1, doing a lot of damage. Like Pandrim went to half, they did the same combo onto Zab. So Peta was working a little bit overtime with that M2. Harold is a very defensive healer, and the fact that he just sits there and just presses M2 all day for the most part. But, I want to see him take a little bit more active of a role. He could throw out Chronos. He could, keep Leadface from just throwing out that Storm right there. He hasn't used it once yet. I know he's trying to play a little bit more defensively, but, right now he's making his team suffer as a result because Leadface, just got all those boomerangs out early. A little bit too late, in my opinion, to throw that out. First fear of the game right there. But look, they might be making a comeback as Pandrim still has been doing a lot of damage, and the Worm team got hit by a couple rockets. Still don't know, though. Energy is in favor of the Worm team. It's only a matter of time. Goo can't come out soon, but a great lockdown into an execute to a disabling shot. Wow, just as I say that, the Cold team turns it around. Didn't see that lockdown come out in great burst. You can never predict that, Lockdown came out after one tick of it. That's a 40% amplify. Got that execute in the back, 52, make it a 40% amplify. You are hitting for mega damage. Alchemist did not even know what hit him.
We might see a surrender here. Apparently Leadface is out of the count. Yep, there we go. A little bit of a saddening end to the game, but Cold Team is going to take that based upon Leadface disconnecting, which is unfortunate. But the 4 rounds we did see, we're not going to see that epic climax, but the 4 rounds we did see Pandrim doing a ton of damage, 2,600 damage overall, with fully half of that coming out of his Blade Fury. Now, Peta, as you did say, he has to get kind of a bit more active, but he still landed 2,000 healing out of all that, but Return destroyed the healing meters, and even a little bit of not so much on the control. So as you did say, those sleep vials and deadly injections just didn't seem to really rack up that much. I got kicked. Awesome.
What? Uh-oh, that's not good. Well, anyways, I got you. I got your back, buddy. I'll
reading the meters, not the best idea.
Yeah, get kicked for inactivity, so can't stay too long and diddle-daddle. All right, well, whoa, what just happened? Forecourt, you got quiet.
Test.
You're good. All right. Okay. You're back on air, buddy. You're back on air. So, let's see. It is going to be 2-2 because no damage was put out that last round when he disconnected. So they opted to just say, hey, it's going to be 2-2. The round didn't start when he disconnected. Let's play it. Let's be good sports. And I like to see that in this community right here, especially at the top tier level. Because these guys are no joke, and we keep saying this throughout the tournament. Grade 23, all on this Ham No Idea team, as well as N7 Gaming, or N7 Esports. I always say N7 Gaming. Grade 24 on 2 of them, and you have a grade 19. Leadface right here, as you said, he did have to go, but they are going to get Borowski in on this and see what he can do. I don't think he's going to be quite the same replacement because Leadface on that Nomad is very potent, but we'll have to see how this affects their gameplay, whether or not it's going to make or break the deal here in the losers semifinals between these two teams.
The chat commentary says that Borowski here is actually just Leadface on a different account. So he might just be on a different computer, just logged in, said screw it, he'll just play on the Smurf. But that's the commentary, and this will be for the game match and set for the first round, correct?
Apparently Borowski is Leadface, but on a different account. So, yeah, it's just going to be 2-2 right now. They are going to play this last round here on this map before changing it up.
Fair enough. All right, so let's just pretend all that voodoo didn't happen. We're going to go back here. Appa and Borowski here are going to be trying to do some damage because right now Pandrum was taking the cake in terms of control, damage, running around the map and avoiding a good ton. Look at him right now. Couldn't land a single boomerang onto him. So Appa is going to use that opportunity to come over here to Peta. The Chains of Zex comes out. Pandrum rushes back for a little bit of defense, throws out the poison. The dart's not so much hitting, but just trying to do a good control. Right now, Appa a little bit out of position. He's way over there with the entire Cold team dropping pretty quick. Oh, the rockets coming out. Unfortunately, not all of them did come out as Zav gets hit by a lot of these boomerangs. I mean, we are in the corner. They do like to bounce around, and it is a lot of damage to go down. Borowski has to run away at this point. Appa, however, dropping very slow as well, and the Cyclonic Strike hits two of them. So we do have that bleed going down, and nothing Peta can't handle herself, but the Goo just not in the best of positions. Pandrum is kind of the healthiest of the three right now, going to be trying to run point guard and intercept at this point. So now everyone's healed up. We are going to come back into it. The health pools have dropped a bit, but they are more or less the same. Appa not going to... No, he did get blinded by that mortar, but he does a good job of just running away. Throws the axe, unfortunately bounces it into the corner. Not the best, and the rocket's coming out. Snipes him down. Even landing a one-shot here on Borowski and Pandrum. And the execute. 44 execute. That Goo, again, not the best of positioning, as I did think it was meant for Pandrum. He just kind of jumped right out of it. Now it's going to be a 3-on-1. Return likely won't be able to pull this one out of the fire.
Yeah, I wouldn't be touching that with my hands if I were you. Look at this. 2 times lockdown from Peta. Like, you can see the potency of the Herald lockdown once it actually is hit. And they're changing it next patch. It's actually going to be not as stupid. I'm just going to throw it out there. Right now, you have to actually hit it like a skill shot, and it's very difficult to do, especially with the long channel time it has. It gets easily interrupted. They are fixing it next patch, going to make it pretty sexy. If any of you remember the black hole ability from way back in closed beta on the Astronomer, that's giving you an animation preview, but I can't tell you any more about it. So right now, as I was saying, Derp, the amplifies from the lockdown, Gunner, he usually does 15 a hit. That's just the standard Gunner bullet shot. It was doing 22 damage with 2 stacks of that lockdown on the Alchemist. Absolutely monstrous. And that's why sometimes you just get caught by surprise with a Herald, especially with that lockdown debuff. It's just like, what? When did this happen? I just got hit by an execute, check the chat log, and it's like, hit for 72 damage. And you're like, oh, what? This game is broken. But no, it's actually just part of the Herald Ultimate and what's going on there. So that is going to be 1 in favor of Ham No Idea. Sorry, I forgot to update the score brackets right now. Because they just played that 1 round on that map. It was 2-2 because Leadface had to relog. And now he's going under the name of Borowski, Master of the Flame. We are going to get on this next map. It is going to be the Well of Sergen. And everybody loves just sporting that Ram's Head battle axe on the Guardian. What are your opinions of that? I mean, they're doing a really good job, from my view, of the weapon skins.
Well, skin to win is something that we say over in League of Legends. Basically, the team with the better looking skins wins. And that's kind of what you see here. Like right now, Ham No Idea did take the first one, but that big Ram's Head, that really does a lot of damage. I remember the matches last week with Monster Smurf just, wrecking faces with it. So we'll have to see if that will stay true here, because, nothing is down and out yet. Appa's going to jump in here to Peta. That Chains of Zex followed up by the Incapacitate. Unfortunately, it did miss, so a little bit of mistiming there. Going to be doing a space, an EX space into him. It looks like Peta is going to be the big target. Off is a little off to the side. Borowski, again, we're trying to really keep Peta in this corner. He has to do a lot of pillar dodging at this point, but we're also keeping him very far away from his teammates. Borowski, again, very far away from his teammates. Going to be using speed to his advantage here. He's going to be trying. Zab dropping very low. It looked like Appa was stuck, but he comes out with a cyclonic strike onto Pandrum. Pandrum has to jump out of there if he wants any chance to get out, and he does, but right now we did have Optimus very carefully aiming, and it's just not going to be enough. Appa, I don't think could dig a 3 versus 1, although he has been doing very well this entire tournament. Nope, going to get spell locked and then just running into the corner. Just, I don't know, I mean, maybe he should have Cyclone Strike both Zab and Peta instead of just on Pandrum, but I don't know. There's a lot of different factors in that fight.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. That could have gotten rid of Zab, who has the disabling shot and the execute. It's very important. And not to confuse the audience, skins actually do nothing in this game. I know Forecourt might have worded it that it might have actually had a factor. It does not. Doesn't matter what skin you have in this game, what items you have in this game. Everything is the same numbers regardless of what avatar you are using. So with that clarified, we're going to get back into this next match. As Borowski here just going to get an execute right to the front face, 44 damage, and he's going to have to play a little bit defensive. Great frog leap by Pandrum, knowing the range of his Bloodline. Good Ranids actually hit that frog leap every time. Good EX lunge right on through. Peta's just going to walk around the map, just try and dodge the Nomad as best as possible while Zab is shooting off rockets up in the top left. Switches over, tries to relieve some pressure from Borowski onto Peta, and there's a minor reset. Great sleep into X-Strike. Deadly injection as well, and look at that, going from 80% to about 40%. Pandrum is in a lot of trouble. Everybody on the Worm team has their ultimate. Here we go. Borowski's shooting his Cyclonic Charge went out. Goo, but that Goo is smurfed. And here's the counter maybe from the Worm team as rockets do come out. Yes, they do take out the Worm team Alchemist. Pandrum also shooting that dart. Got Peta spacing over, and great play right there. Smurfing a couple ultimates and smurfing, aka whiffing them, not hitting any targets, actually turns around the game. It is an ultimate for a reason. It can make or break the game depending on how you use it. They misused it on the Worm team. Ham, no idea. Closed theirs out and got the kills.
Yeah, smurfing, whiffing, missing, misclicking, misaiming, wasting. Yeah, we have quite a few different things at our disposal that we can describe that with. But the less chance of smurfing, missing, whatever, the more chance you're going to win, because those are very powerful abilities. That is why they are those built up energy that you just got to release. It's like Overbreak in Final Fantasy. You just got to reuse it at the right time. Throwing it down onto Pandrum is not going to be the best idea. But let's look at Zab right now. He has to be under a lot of pressure. He just used the rocket jump. Appa is not trying to give him any kind of escape right now, but a lot of heals, staying with Peta, which is a good thing. But Zab at this point just has to do a lot of running away. Hasn't really done any damage, and Pandrum has been suffering a little bit of that as well. There goes a good ultimate. It's actually still ticking down on Zab, and the axe comes out and finishes him off. Pandrum, as I said, doing a lot, taking a lot of damage and suffering a little bit, and it does not look like Zab was able to do too much that round, as we do see Peta go down. Pandrum is likely to follow here, and that's going to be a 1-2, but Zab did do 398 damage, so I don't know where he snuck it in, but he also took 463 in retaliation.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him use his rocket launcher a bit earlier. He was up in this corner up here. Appa used his space, and, you can knock back the Guardian enough so that he can't, use his disperse on you and silence you from using your rocket launcher. So he could have done a lot of damage. Appa had limited mobility. He might have gotten some hits on to return as well. But, that's in the past. They have to think about that for the next time, and hopefully they'll be watching these replays at OwnTV/BL Gaming. But here we go. Appa going to be going on to Zab. Zab seems to, again, be the target of choice. He is sluggish. He is just trying to walk around. Peta getting controlled brilliantly by Borowski here every time that's up. Nice execute. 60 damage all onto Appa. Maybe a chain heal will come out pretty soon. Rocket launcher's coming out, but a great sleep by return. Going to stop that halfway through. Peta going to maybe use his ultimate sometime soon. Cyclonic charge happens. Peta could be dying. 3, 2, 1. One more tick. No, he's going to just survive. But Zab stuck in the corner. Not going to live to see the light of day yet again. So Peta going to go down quite shortly. And the whole team really split up. And Zab is getting hit so many times early on in the beginning. I would like to see Pandrum maybe come back and support when Appa just rushes in on him, because he's low on mobility, and Pandrum as a Ranid can slow him down with the poison darts, the toxin bomb, the venom, the camouflage stun. I would think that could help them out next round.
Next round is what's going to be coming up. 2-2 now. So whoever takes this, it's for all the marbles of this set, and it's looking, I don't know, it's 50-50. Both great plays coming out of both teams, and they have 1-2 apiece. But I don't know, I'm kind of thinking right now that In7 Esports, they have a very strong lineup, and if we can get off a good goo into maybe a Cyclonic Strike, it might be the end of, well, anyone really, because you can just take your pick of who you want to hit. Oh no, don't Sage crash. No, who crashed? Oh, no. We want to see epic climaxes. What happened? Return's dying, and it looks like he's the one that went down. So, or maybe it was Borowski. I don't know. Either way, it's going to be going right now to the Cold team.
Yeah, that is going to go to the Cold team. As, yep, Borowski did crash. Leadface was the one that did disconnect that other map. And, again, I mean, it is going to be by default given to the Cold team. They did win that first map. So, Ham No Idea going to be taking it over in 7 Esports. Unfortunately, Leadface, a.k.a. Borowski, not having the same luck with his computer as his opponents did. And, you know, things happen. You got to make sure you have a good, solid PC to play this game, a good internet connection. It's all about, you know, having the great latency, not having any kind of game errors. So clean up your disk drives. Also, you know, make sure you run Spybot software. Make sure you don't have anything bogging your system down, and close all excessive applications when you are in the semifinals of a tournament for Bloodline Champions. But enough of that and more on this. We're going to see Triple Brofist versus Ham No Idea in this next match. This is going to be the losers final. Whoever wins this is going to be going on to the grand final. So this is definitely a very, very big match to win. As it is going to be.
It is big.
It is big? Is that what she said?
Yeah. I just want to say, by the way, thanks for the guys that are subscribed on YouTube. There's like 70 of you, and it's awesome.
How many
I feel like there's a movement going on. We're creating a movement on BLG TV. This is what's happening. We're making, every time we come on BLG TV, we should like do something together as a community to make a movement. 70 is still good though, dude. Trust me.
Make a movement to get me Titan account. Do it. Scope.
Movement. Yeah. You not got Titan? Is that Taz?
Duh.
Why haven't you got Titan?
I don't know.
It's cheap.
Because I was poor.
What do you mean poor? You
70
just spent
people
like
can
$300
do
on a
it.
graphics card.
I had to.
Well, if it was a graphics card or it was Titan, I think the graphics card won out.
You have to play the game better, else how can you actually play?
I suppose. But James, what do you have in mind as our next community
I just want to give one more thing. Basically, with SK Gaming picking up in Soviet Russia, SK Gaming are like, okay, cool, BLC. You know, I've given them some figures, I've given them some numbers, and they like the game, and that's really good. But obviously, if we have SK Gaming, right, and there's news on League of Legends, and then there's news on Bloodline Champions. If Bloodline Champions, for example, on the front page of SK Gaming right now had more comments, SK Gaming would be more serious about the kind of writing about it, and hopefully in the future writing about like BL Gaming tournaments. So if you can be bothered to head over to the SK Gaming post that I just put in the comment, and actually just make a comment just saying "Grats, well done." It has to be generic. Don't go spam SK. Don't go like go on there and be like, James said come here and tell you that LoL sucks, dick. And everyone, we're here to save all the League of Legends players, because if they keep playing League of Legends players, they're going to go to hell and they're going to suck, and they need to play BLC and prepare themselves for going to hell, because if you have BLC skills in hell, you will fuck Satan up the ass. Right, but like, you know, League of Legends players, when they get to hell, they're screwed, right? Because they're like going to be like droopy-eyed, armless children, not to quote Charlie Sheen. But just go onto that page and just be like, "Grats, dude," okay? And then get back into the semifinals. And here's the movement. All right, good. I'm not drunk, by the way. I've had sugar. All right.
Sugar. He's hyped up on the spice of life, I suppose.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
If I
how do you
may
feel
here,
about that?
Oh my God, me Taz. I've got you on Skype, Taz. I already know that you look like some sort of rock star. You look like you could be on the graphic team for World of Warcraft, sat next to Sam Wise. But anyway, there you go. Go on SK Games, make a nice post.
All right.
Don't flame League of Legends and don't mention me. All right, you're in trouble. I'll find all your accounts and
you'll ban him. Oh yeah, that's right. He's got dev
banned you
privileges.
as now already.
Anywho, all right. Well, we're going to be watching these two teams again. Another great shout out to from James 2GD Harding, dev at Stunlock Studios, official esports manager, just chiming in here on his weekend. It's like 11:30 in Sweden. God, I gotta love it. All the viewership. Gotta thank all you guys for tuning in. And all this stuff is recorded in case you do need to go to sleep. But we are going to be watching Triple Brofist here on the warm team and on the cold team. We're going to be having Ham No Idea. Here we go. Joho taking some huge damage right there. Good frog leaps, both from Pandrum and Zab. We're going to see what they go on to. Mythic going to be using that shield. Zab going to be repelled a little bit. Nice zoning and nice team play. They're resetting their positions. X-Teen knows that he just needs to stay in the back. Joho's gonna try and cover the Alchemist, and right now Mithy's gonna say, hey, I'm gonna, make you distracted and then let Joho get rockets off. And as you saw, that was pretty effective. The whole cold team is spread out. X-Teen does have his ultimate. Will he use it in time? Yes, he will, but it's gonna be to little effect. Actually, it's gonna be to great effect as it is comboed with Mithy's Thorn ultimate right there, and they are going to be taking out the cold team's Alchemist. So great play, good pull by Mithy along with the comboed ultimates from X-Teen and Mithy respectively. So triple Venom Lunge. I think that was 2 Venom Lunges at once, and actually that takes out 2 members. What is going on? Madness ensues in Bloodline Champions. I am eating my own words left and right, but Thorn cannot be counted out as he does regen health. And look at that, just maybe a little bit more CC happens, but no. Those 2 ran it so sneaky. Double, triple Venom Lunges, popping and rocking my mind. Like, literally, my mind is blown.
Just a service announcement. Could the man named KKK for Life, who have quoted on SK Gaming stating Too Good came here and to tell Too Good said to come here and say that LOL sucks dick, could you please remove your post, otherwise I will get in trouble, and you. Thank you very much. That's KKK for Life. I don't believe I said that on stream. You're in trouble.
Alright, here, so forecourt, you're going to pick up this next action.
Oh, I suppose. I don't know. Public service announcements are meant to be heard by the public. But right now, we do have Pandrum and Peta. I mean, right, they're kind of off here to the mid. Zab has been deep in enemy territory, just trying to do a lot of this jumping and harassment. We do see a lot of darts and poison going out. But right now, upstairs, MTY has to come back into the scene as Zab kind of let him off on a wild juice case. And he's going to wild goose chase. And right now, we are going to have some healing coming up. Peta, again, full energy. We're going to see where he has to throw that, where he wants to throw that goo. It might be going down here onto MTY, but at the meantime, we do have Pandrum still over there with X-Teen and Joho. Looks like Joho did a rocket jump, or maybe just whiffed his ultimate, not too sure, but the double goo goes down. Who did go down? It was Peta with the Thorn ultimate as well, and MTY, it goes down as the counter kill, so it is going to be the double Renets again, but this time they're going to be jumping right onto X-Teen. So much damage going down onto him, but Pandrum has to be very careful. No, he gets rocket sniped. Oh dear. And that's going to put X-Teen a little bit of health there as he has that time to do it. And Execute going down onto Zab as well. Looks like he's just going to stand still, take it like a man. And he goes down as it's going to be 1-1 now for Brofist.
Wow. Every time we're looking, it's just like, oh, no, Peta, he got owned. And then Zab and Pandrum seem to come up with some kind of random play that involves, killing off MTY or, some members of the Warm team, and it gets just really close, and that's to be expected here at Kill the King. This is why, you should stay tuned in, even if it's late in Europe, because you don't get to see this in customs, you don't get to see this in solo matchmaking, and this is where all the great action is. Great players showing off their skill as Pandrum. He's feeling a little bit of a hurt sauce, and Mithy gonna be getting his ultimate onto Peta. Peta just gonna run away, does have the barrier. Can he get out? No, Joho and Mithy do follow up, but X-Team could be in a lot of trouble as a Frog Leap just missed. Zab doesn't have anything, Pandrum out of meter himself, and it is a 2-2 situation. They take out Joho, and what is going on here? Good EX darts, that's gonna kill him up just a teeny bit, and Pandrum gonna try and run away, gonna try and heal, get away from that Thorn. Nice pull though, around the corner, could not see that, and this is truly fantastic play. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I've seen, much greater play here or any other tournament I have viewed. So things are just really close. action happening all the time, no kind of stalemates because, the rushdown comps, very exciting to see, high TPS numbers, and, forecourt, what do you think, buddy?
I'm really rooting for these double Ranids because it usually just comes down to them anyways. But yeah, the Christmas tree bringing out the pain as he brought Pandrum back into his thorny fist, and that was basically the end of it. I could have sworn that they were going to have it. X-Teen did look very low, and MTY was kind of just standing there in the mid, but no deal. Peta needs to kind of do something about his survivability rate, maybe have to work with one of the Ranids, because right now she just goes down every single time, first shot, and right now we do have Zab and Pandrum doing work. Right now Zab is also taking a lot of damage, and look, again, Peta just jumps right onto her and goes down. I think the rocket jump killed her there from Joho, and this is just not working for the two Ranids. Yes, they're getting the damage. Yes, they're getting the kills, but at the same time, they're losing their healer every single time, and it's just not the best situation you want to be in, and that's going to cost them their first game, as we're about to see Pandrum go down. Oh, wow. Yeah, there we go. MTY taking it.
Yep, and... Wait, why did Mithy disconnect? I'm not exactly sure what he was thinking, because that was only the first map. I think he was just... Actually, no. That was the second map. Yeah, that's right.
First. Oh.
Was it the first?
That was the first.
Okay, I didn't update the score. I didn't update the scoreboard. I was getting myself confused. God, confusing all the viewers as well. Sorry for the mistypo right there. Trying to deal with multiple things at once. Sobi1 wants me to do another quick shout-out to BLC Forever, which we're going to be having here on blgaming.com. 24-hour live stream of grade 16-plus players that will just join a custom game, and we'll have that going. We do have a program that will allow us to just auto-ready up and things like that. So we're getting fancy. We're making this sort of a little bit more like Street Fighter in the sense that they have Peaceful J 24 stream as well as a stream by shoryuken.com. But, got that craving for BLC? Go to BLC Forever on blgaming.com. Anywho, that's our contact info that you're watching right now. Wanted to just put that up there. Say, hey, join us on QuakeNet. You'll figure out whenever we have a new post. Got any comments, questions, things you like or dislike about the stream, about Forecourt, or if you're in love with Tazosaurus, send me an email. I'll forward it to him. And follow me on Twitter. only if you're a hot female gamer chick, right? For Taz. And I do have a Twitter, just in case you guys want to know what's going on with me, what kind of projects, and sometimes I do spill the beans on what's coming out in the next patch, and I'll announce that whenever I'm live streaming. So, you didn't hear that, and right now we're going to get on to this next game. We are on the temple.
2GD's in here. He can't really say a whole lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
For this guy, come on.
Yeah. All right, well, here we go. We're going to get this next round started as, again, Mithy feeling himself as that Christmas tree character. Look at that. We've got the Bright Star up top, but he's not being a Bright Star in terms of hitting his ability. He's going to force that camo to be wasted by Pandrum. And look at this. Peta just sitting back, doing artillery range heals, not taking any damage whatsoever, and misses the dodge on that full, so right now he's going to be pressured. He already used his space. Alchemist Goo comes out, and he's very vulnerable. There's nothing he can do about that pull for the extra damage, but in the meantime, XDN goes down. They trade healers. It's going to be a 2-2 situation. Zab is eating a lot of firecrackers to the face. That's not a game you want to play as a Ranid. Hey, catch the firecracker, Russian roulette, whatever. As Zab, look at this. He's out in the open. Oh, he just didn't dodge that full in time. And, he is going to be affected by the mushrooms. Execute comes out while he's immobilized. It is not an incapacitate. It is only an immobilized. But what is this? Pandrum with the EX dart for that huge burst. Going to be taking out Mithy. And he is going to play a little bit of chase the Ranid. Maybe get some pot shots off. Joho thinking maybe about healing. Oh, dart missed, but a great lunge out just at the same time. Could be very dangerous. Pandrum does have very limited health. Look at that. One more hit, and he is toasted, ghosted. As, he's just going to camo away. Both stealthy characters trying to do everything that they can, knowing the AoEs are very important around the corner. And this is a game of cat and mouse. What is going to happen? Joho used his mobility options. No healing going to come out from the poison darts. This could go down to fog, ladies and gentlemen. But, Pandrum jumped away at the very last second. I don't believe this. As Joho, heard the stealth, almost got that execute off. Man, these guys, they are trying to read each other's minds right now. But they are both healing. Granted, I think we'll have more of an advantage with more health because he does have a little bit more mobility and he is able to actually get in on the fight and apply a little bit more pressure. But good mortar right there. You just press shift and the mortar button, and that puts it right on top of you, knocks back the melee attackers a little bit. So here we go. Camouflage happens. Joho just shooting wildly, trying to make sure he's keeping the Ranid out. Still more damage coming out. Both of them are healing, because it looks like Joho gonna force that frog leap. Again, the Bloodline Medallion, you have to use it for this fog because it depends on real HP, not fake HP. So, temporary health does not matter. It only helps to a certain point. Once you get in the fog, it starts eating away your real HP, and that could be very bad. Nice EX execute after that disabling shot, but Joho almost runs outside the map. This could be a good time for a frog leap. Yep, there it is. Pandrum, EX dart. What is he going to do now? Camouflage. He does have the real life advantage. EX execute comes out, and it comes down almost to the fog, ladies and gentlemen. Great play by Pandrum right there, comboing his abilities, and that is going to be 1-0 for Ham No Idea. Whew.
Yikes! Talk about a great opening game here for this matchup. But yeah, Ranid versus Gunner. I've been playing a little bit online with both Thera and Presto, but I don't know. Every time I come up against situations like that, I just die, and that's kind of what happened to Joho here. So I feel his pain a little bit. Of course, I'm not in a big name tournament or anything, but I'm in kind of a Bronze League. But
can I make another service announcement?
Oh, I suppose.
Real quick.
Could Miffy, who is currently logged in from a Bulgarian IP address, which is the same IP address as Rambi, please talk to the admin Rexus after the game. You're going to get hit by the naughty stick, and that's Rambi playing Miffy. Thank you very much.
All right, well, we got a game to commentate, so Forecourt, please bring it back up this.
Well, okay, X-Teen's dead, Zab's dead, we're soon going to see Peta dead, and then we're going to, never mind, we're going to have Pandrum jump on his face. And
by the way, the naughty stick is bannable, so there you go.
Smurfing, not a good idea, guys. Don't do it. And yeah, MT's going to go down, so. Yeah,
keep high pressure on the Thorn every single time he uses R. He will eventually go defensive. So a little bit of strategy talk here from the Cold team. Sorry for the public service announcements. I'm going to maybe hang up on 2GD if he interrupts our games anymore, because I know you're going to be thirsty for the blood. And also, we can blackmail him. You can be like, hey, if you interrupt us again, 2GD, while we're watching this game, we'll just say those nasty posts on SK Gaming.
Dude, it's relevant because you're watching Miffy play, but it's not Miffy, it's Rambi, man.
All right.
That's what the commentary's been here this entire time out of the Cold team. But, Cold team!
Pandrum, 50%, yeah, I'm going to pick this one up. And Mithy right now, everybody on the Worm team's feeling very, very good. Joho, 90%, Xteen, 100%. And this Cold team definitely losing a lot of health, but don't count those Ranids out. They might be low health. And that is going to be 0 health right there for Pandrum, as Peta is just going to be sitting back as the Herald. Got hit by all those rockets from the rocket launcher, and Joho, no pressure whatsoever onto him. I don't know why they're trying to go on to Mithy. 329 tanked, Joho only 103. You can't let a gunner run free. That's not good strategy gameplay. I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
So, let's see. Gold team's up 2-1. And right now we are going to go into the third one here. We do have this Thorn Christmas tree still coming around. I don't know. He's kind of going down right now. But the double Ranids, I think these guys are going to popularize this strat. It's going to take him to stardom, because these double Ranids just definitely do so much damage. Look at it right now. We're on 2 separate targets. They're both dropping about the same amounts. Pandrum and Zab, these guys work so well together, and right now they're just putting up the pressure. Look at the Worm team. They're kind of trapped on their side of the map. The map is definitely very much in control here for the Cold team. Joho does have rockets ready to come out. Not too sure if he's going to use them. There's the rocket jump. No! Not going to be using them. Okay, no, we finally do get them used, but unfortunately they do whiff every single time. X-Teen going to go down. Out goes the goo. Going to be jumping onto Joho. Joho is going to likely be going. There we go. Pandrum grabs him. Such a great combo of ultimates coming out here from the Cold team as they take it 3-1, and that's going to be all she wrote, I do believe.
No, I believe it is 1-1 in the maps right now.
I meant for the best of 5 here. Yeah.
Best of 5? What?
Well, they won 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
We're going to the next one.
Yeah. It's 1-1 in the maps. All right. So usually when I use the phrase, that's all she wrote, it means, in the maps. I don't know. I'm getting confused. Public service announcements coming in left and right.
People asking me if I was... we're not banning him in-game, by the way. It's Rexus that wants to hit him with the naughty stick. I don't know what even our rules are about, account trading, or I don't even know. I think there's an EULA that you sign when you go, get in the game, so I don't know what we're doing. But it's Rexus from BL Gaming that wanted to address the issue.
Address the issue, yes. And speaking of Rexus, I want to give a quick shout-out here, to Cybertronics, Sobi1, Rexus, Programmer Arn, also Siphon. Those guys have been helping admin this tournament. They've been taking in all the scores, updating the brackets, which you can find at blgtv.net. Just scroll down. There is a link for it. We will be improving the page. Also want to give a shout-out to everybody that's been working on the website. It takes a lot of work to do what we're doing. Also, Forecourt Jester, James, and Taz for joining me on the commentary as well. Public service announcements or actual play-by-play. Regardless, it takes a lot of effort, and I think there's maybe, I want to say 15 people working behind the scenes. We had the artists make the banners and things like that. So, we're trying to make this a professional production because this game is going places, and make sure you spread the word, guys. Tell all your gamer buddies, whatever game you play Bloodline Champions, especially March 16th, because that's when the new patch is coming out, and it's going to be pretty awesome. Not going to lie, it's has a lot of features that are going to significantly improve this game and revamp the player base, in my opinion.
Yep, we're doing 3 lanes, 5v5. You'll have a base each, and you have to kill the other base. It's going to be great. I also want to say, Bicon wants me to add that anybody who's qualified for the glhf.gg on Tuesdays, please contact the admins. The top 20 list isn't announced yet, but you should know who you are if you're interested in playing in the glhf.gg, and that's qualified by ladder placements on Sunday, 7 p.m. So you can go on the IRC channel of glhf.gg. But just contact the admins. You probably know who you are. Back to the game.
What is going on?
Okay, so just as a clarification, Sobi1 and all the admins, they have disqualified Triple Brofist from the BLG. You're banned for 30 days. You need to learn the rules, and no smurfing from other players is allowed. And we're going to the grand finals right now, Cast.
What? Okay, so what did they smurf and how?
Did you not get the public service announcement? MTY.
That is not MTY. That is what the service announcement is. That's what all the IP sniffing and all the in-game chat has been about. That is not MTY playing that. And I guess in your rules it says you sign up with a roster, you play with that roster. And having someone else play for you that's not on your roster, a.k.a. somebody playing MTY who didn't sign up with you, is a bannable offense. So that's what the
Bulgarian IP address wants.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something with the chat. I wasn't really listening. You know me. I get ADD, and I'm just like James is saying
welcome to the conversation. You're in the grand finals.
Oh, I'm in the grand finals. Oh, great. What team am I playing on?
No, dude. You're gonna cast it, man. Look,
right.
Your name.
Right. Okay.
Cast. Get it with a K.
Oh, okay. Cast is gonna commentate with a K.
No, you're going to cast. You're not commentating.
I'm lost. I don't know what's going on. But I do know that SK Gaming is on the warm team, and on the cold team is going to be Ham No Idea. So, going to get back into the action here, as commentators love to have fun. we got to take a break somehow. And this is the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen, between these two teams. SK Gaming going to be in that winner's seat. They haven't played in a little while, so they might be a little bit rusty, but sporting that silver emo face up there, I'm not even sure what that's supposed to represent. They're going to get back into the swing of things after a couple rounds, as we saw versus their opponents in the winner's bracket, Triple Brofist. It just took them a couple rounds before they actually got things going, and they warm up quite quickly. 2 rounds afterwards, bam, they are hitting all the Kunjus, all the harpoons, Wujus, Wajis, you name it, they got it, and they will maybe take it, as we are going to be seeing Ham No Idea battle it back, try and topple the king and take some of their money that might be owed to SK Gaming, and we'll just have to find out relatively soon. So I'm going to update this title layer, but Forecourt, you have the honors. First match, first round of the Grand Finals.
Oh, I'm so privileged. But yes, Grand Finals here. BL Gaming's Kill the King. The Kings are in attendance. SK Gaming here on the Warm team. And Rex and Jackasm, no fear. They're going to jump right in here to Haim No Idea. This is very reminiscent of last week, as it's almost the exact same lineup. And we do have not actually the double-rounded lineup. We do have Zab on that Glutton, and we're going to see why you can play Glutton or why you can't play Glutton in these tournaments. So right now, Rex and Jackasm just definitely trying to do some work. Zab is going to be dropping low. He is going to use that stone shield of his, or stone form, but I don't know. They're just really jumping on him a lot. Pet is trying his best to heal. Throws out the goo as a counter measure, but so did Chip Cyan at the same time. Look at that. The Runic Confusion just going to get absorbed by those by that stone form. Pander's going to be running around here. He hasn't really put up too much pressure in terms of damage yet. Chip Cyan looks very healthy, but he is coming back. He really wants to keep Zab alive. Zab trying his best to stay up there. These stone shields of his reflecting so much damage, but now Rex could be in a little bit of trouble. He is up there with Pandrum. Pandrum is jumping right over there. Jackasm, of course, the incapacity. They still really want the Zab character dead, but it's just not happening yet. Jackasm dropping a little low. Zab as well throws out the ultimate right on top of Jackasm, and there we go. The cleanup is going to go down. The first kill going down onto Jackasm here of Team SK. Pandrum off to the edge. Looked like he was incapacitated, but ooh, a double follow-up very quick, and there you go, guys. Zab playing that Glutton. I know a lot of you say you can't play Glutton in a tournament, but he just proved you all wrong.
Wild boar, make me strong. Punch enemy in face multiple times. Hear me roar. I am Glutton. Yeah, so as you're saying, we never see Gluttons in tournaments, and a couple people are like, oh, well, he just has to eat and, whatever. He's not, competitive because he has to do that channeled ability, but he can be very strong. And, I think it's somewhat of a counter to SM because, oh, yeah, you Kunju and M1, but he's just going to keep M1 spamming your face. And right now, it's good control. Getting the pulls off, it's going to help Peta keep a little distance. Also, Pandrum can get on the targets he wants to. And, oh, look at this. M1's onto Chip Cyan right there. You never, as an Alchemist, want a Glutton in your face. That is probably, the worst thing that can happen to you. But right now, Pandrum's feeling a little bit of hurt. And Rex, at the same time, getting pretty low. Chip Cyan, one more M1. He is going down. So, Mr. Slapchap over here, Zab, gonna be showing off the prowess that is the Glutton. And right now, things are looking in favor for this Ham No Idea team, who I believe last week were in the same spot. So
correct.
They're looking for revenge. They're looking to take that money. So 2-0. Remember, in Soviet Russia, I keep saying in Soviet Russia, SK Gaming is a little bit cooled down. They haven't played for about an hour now.
Esports does follow the kind of idioms of sports. You have a big cooldown period. You have to get nice in practice, warmed up, stretch it all out. And I have said this multiple times today, last week. SK Gaming, they start off good, they get better. So we will see these guys ramp up a little bit here in terms of teamwork and numbers, but we might be dropping this first game to the Cold team. And right now, we do have Rex and Jackass, and they're going to be jumping right in here. Peta is going to be their target, and right now, Jackass does not want to leave Peta, but he got slept, and Zab trying to do damage there on the inhibitor. He's just running around willy-nilly. Chip Cyan in the back, hewing, not really taking any kind of pressure at all, but neither is Pandrum. And he's just going to try to use that to the best of his ability. Zab and Pandrum jumping right here onto Chip. He just drops so very quickly. Oh, maybe, yes, we do got the goo going down, and it is going to be enough to take him down. So Chip is traded there for Peta. Now Jackass him right now very low, as well as Rex, but Rex has that good way of getting that hewing up. Zab has to try to keep himself healthy. Nope, M1 in a charge, going to be dropping them, and that's going to be the first win here of the series, going to Ham No Idea.
Ham No Idea, yeah, 3-0 for show, as it is going to be updated now here on my little broadcaster. But one thing I want to mention, even though they took one map, this is only the first set. So I'm going to actually add another little thing. It's going to be 0-0, or, no, never mind, that doesn't work. I can't do that. I tried to be fancy, try to show, which set it is, but that will just make it way too confusing. It's going to be 0-1, first set. I'll just put down set 1 in the title layer right there, because